Hi, everyone. Today we're making a separation plan. The difference between a plan and a vision, we've already worked on a vision before. A plan has measurable goals in it. It's really important to have a plan. Plans reduce panic because people going through separations are usually, they're grieving, they're dysregulated, they can be overwhelmed. We also can be catastrophizing, thinking everything is going to go terribly wrong, or we can just get frozen. Having a plan helps you to not experience those things as badly as you possibly could. I'm Jason. I'm your friendly neighborhood relationship coach, and I'm going to walk you through what you should do for a separation plan. And there's a tool that you can use that'll be attached in the description to help you go through it. I hope this helps. Let's go. So, for clarity, a vision is where you want to go. A plan is how you actually end up getting there. A lot of people stay stuck because they confuse imagining peace with preparing for peace. I want you to think about when you hear about a vision inspires you. One day I'd really like to be wealthy and free of having to actually work and make plans. But a plan stabilizes me because I can say, well, this year I want to be able to invest $100,000 and I want to see that grow at a rate of 30%. And then in 3 years, I'll be halfway to my goal of being financially independent, for example. That's a plan. I have to be able to say how I'm going to save that $100,000. It's a vision to say, I want to be more physically healthy than I am. A plan includes what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to work out, how I'm going to work out, who's going to keep me accountable, things like that. A vision without a plan can actually increase anxiety because your brain starts realizing how far away the vision feels. That doesn't mean the vision is actually far away. Sometimes when we make a plan, we realize we're much closer than we thought we were to the thing that we want to get to, and a plan can really help with that. So let's get into how I would lay this plan out. Actually attach a document that will help you get into that also. The first thing that you want to look at is safety. Do you need to leave quickly? Do the kids need protection? Do you need documentation of anything that's been going on in your home? These are all things that you want to think about before you make your plan. The financial part, you want to have done a budget. You want to know what accounts you have shared with your partner, what debts you have. You want to know what support you have externally financially, if you have any at all. You want to know if you have an emergency fund. Do you have housing taken care of financially? Do you have funds to take care of your housing? Or are you just thinking you're going to leave? That's not usually what people want to do, but it's something you have to plan out. Where are you going to live after you're done with your current relationship? If you have kids or pets, this is funny in these times, it really is something that you want to consider that if you have kids or pets, this typically applies to both of them. Who is going to have custody? Is there going to be visitation? How are you going to manage schooling? If you move away from where you live right now, do the kids leave school or do they stay in the school and one of you stays in that area? It's something you want to give some thought. What are the communication expectations? What are you going to tell the kids about your separation? These are just your thoughts. Your partner will definitely have different thoughts. This is for before you talk to your partner about the separation, so at least you have an idea of where you want to go with it. The next topic you want to look at is logistics. What is the timeline? Are you doing things in a month, 2 months, 3 months? When will moving happen? What documents do you need to sign? What are you doing with all of your possession? What are you doing with your transportation or your cars? And after that, what are you doing for transportation? Even if you're not taking a car out of your relationship, many people are operating with one car or they're operating with two cars and they may not be able to afford both cars when they leave the scenario that they're in. What is the plan for transportation after your separation? And you can have a whole section on communication. When and what are you telling the kids? Similarly, when and what are you telling your family, your friends, and the people in your workplace? Honestly, workplace is try to separate workplace from workplace friends and just the general workplace. And I would only communicate what you have to with the workplace. It's not necessarily something that everybody at work needs to know. You also want to think about emotional support, about your therapist, your coach, your friends, your community, because going through this is a lot. You are going through something that you for sure did not plan to get into when you got married, and you're going to need support. And last but not least, every good plan needs contingencies. When there's a plan, you need to have a plan B, because if you don't, you may panic when things change. So you should sort of expect that things will change from your plan because there's two of you, right? So you want to plan for your partner being hurt. You want to plan for them being childish and less reasonable than you would expect them to be. That way, if you are more prepared when it happens, you will know what to do because they are acting in a way that, yes, you wouldn't think they would, but separation and divorce tends to bring out the worst in us. The next thing that I would suggest you do is to test the plan. You want to talk to somebody about your blind spots. You want to talk to somebody about how realistic your plan is. Hopefully, someone who is objective. If you have a friend, you want someone who knows you. You're emotionally involved, and that means that you're more likely to miss things. So, talking about something out loud helps you to think. But even beyond that, having somebody that you trust to talk to about it will help you make sure that you didn't mess things up. The people that I would suggest you talk to about it eventually, for sure, you want to talk to a lawyer. You want to talk to a financial advisor. You want to talk to your therapist. Like I said before, a trusted friend. If you're working with a mediator, you're going to want to talk to them about this also at some point. Most people have a listing online for mediators locally, lawyers, counselors. You can find those people online as well. You can talk to someone like me, which is a coach who's going to help to keep you accountable. You basically need someone who can point out your blind spots and help you fill them in. Okay. Not everyone should review your plan. You don't want to share this widely. You don't know when you're getting separated who you can trust initially and who you can't, right? Some people also increase confusion instead of increasing clarity. Now, if you look below this in the description, I'll have posted a link to a document which walks you through this. And I'll probably make another video on my school just walking through this plan. And then after you make it, if you want to go over it with a friend or a lawyer, or if you'd like to go over with me, I'd be happy to jump on a call with you to go over it. I'll drop my email below also. I hope this helps. Take care.